Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is well, and a happy Monday to one and all. Peter Fury will train Rico Verhoeven for his fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Probably if you're a kickboxing fan, you would already know that Peter Fury has worked with Rico for most of his career, according to Peter Fury. He has been part of the camp to concentrate on Rico's hands and the punching side and the boxing side. Apparently, for a long time, he's got a very, very close relationship with the Verhoeven camp. And he's always been a part of it. So, it kind of... I'm sure Peter Fury wouldn't work with anyone who was a bit of a mug, and he certainly isn't. I spent the afternoon sort of watching Verhoeven's kind of highlights, some of his fights, not having any real knowledge of kickboxing. So if any of you out there have, you'll be able to comment on Rico. You can tell that now watching the videos, and I'm going to just from a purely technical aspect of his hands, they're very, very good. I was really impressed. And again, this is not to sort of demean kickboxing, just not a game that I follow closely, if at all. So you kind of think that the punch is not going to be that good. But I would say this, on the back of what I've seen, Verhoeven's hands and his boxing ability with his hands is far better than Francis Ngannou. Worlds apart for me. He throws a wonderful right hand, a really, really good technical right hand he throws. He uses the jab really well, head and body. You don't really see that in a lot of UFC fighters. He throws a wonderful uppercut on the inside, really nice. His ability with his hands is really, really good. You know, how well that's going to translate over to fighting Oleksandr Usyk, who is one of the best to ever do it, we don't know. But on the face of it, from initially hearing about this fight, and my fault completely for not being a close follower of kickboxing, I kind of like a bit of a joke. But on seeing Verhoeven at work, really quite impressed. Really quite impressed. I can understand why he is the legend in kickboxing that they say he is. I've seen him go down. He's been on the floor quite a few times. The instances that I've seen today, he gets up and he's as brave as they come. He's as game as they come. He's a fantastic physical specimen. Really big, athletic, big unit of a man. And I was impressed. Like I said, I think he's better with his hands on Francis Ngannou, quite a bit better. So, for all the shit that it's getting, listen, this is the sport now a bit, isn't it? We're going to get these. I've had them in the past, going back to Ali and probably before that. So this isn't new. I think most of the shit thrown at this fight was the fact that the WBC title was on the line. I believe they've now took that off the line. And as in the WBC, they've just made a new belt, as the WBC like to do. It won't surprise me at some point if the WBC make a BMF belt. Then probably Seller will get there first and make one, won't they? Now in the association of Dana White. But yeah, Rico Verhoeven being trained by Peter Fury. I don't know if any of you knew that, but that was a revelation to me. And like I said, I think I'll watch this fight now. Will I pay-per-view? Probably not. But Rico Verhoeven, certainly no mug. As I think a lot of people who don't follow kickboxing, I don't follow kickboxing, and probably the last time I watched kickboxing, I wasn't watching the very elite level. You know, I've watched a lot of it I've watched a lot of Muay Thai. Been over to Thailand, been in the Philippines where they have similar sort of stuff. But so when I watch Muay Thai in Thailand, they are fucking ruthless. You know, they're a different level. So I didn't really know what to expect from a legendary, you know, all-time great or GOAT of kickboxing. But yeah, he looks good to me. Great hands, like I said, really good hands, and quite, you know, whether it's because of Peter Fury, they're quite correct as well, and that's hard when you're using kicks as well, because the feet a lot of the time are completely different to they are when you box for that reason. But yeah, really impressed. Being trained by Peter Fury, has been trained by Peter Fury in the past. Peter Fury in there to not say correct. He said in the interview, Peter Fury did that. He was there for the hands department but to work that in with someone who has to work kicks in with it as well. He also went on to say about Rico Verhoeven that he's a real. He said Usyk and Verhoeven are just real class individuals. He says he's a lovely human being, super work ethic, just a great guy. Peter Fury couldn't speak highly enough, as he works with him and for him. But I'm sure Peter Fury is not someone to work with someone who he doesn't like and doesn't have respect for his work ethic and his skills. So, yeah, that's it. See you soon.